But when moving closer to the camera and the light source, the image takes on a more rod-like form. The high-speed camera has been rolling as well, at 1,000 frames per second, compared to the 30 frames per second camera. The source is revealed, a moth.
Joe, my name is Jose Escamilla. I'm a world-renowned filmmaker, UFO investigator.
Oh, you're that guy that had that Roswell Rods documentary. Yeah, that didn't work out so good.
No. Guess what? Do you know
what that is? Well, let's explain to people what it is. Roswell Rods, this gentleman, I'm sure he's a very nice guy, made a documentary that I watched, and I was like, whoa, this is fucking crazy, where he was documenting all these things that are flying around us all the time that we don't see. These long, tubular, jellyfish-looking things that are flying at speeds that you can't see with the naked eye. And I saw this documentary, I'm like, that is incredible, that's amazing. And then a show called Monster Quest came along. And what they did is they set up two cameras. One of those super high-speed cameras that you use for like super slow-mo, where you see a guy get hit and spray flies. Well, they found out that what those tubes were just bugs.
You know what my favorite one, though, was? The one where the dude thought that there was rods flying around, and it turned out it was just the way cameras view things that move fast that are close.
That conspiracy theory didn't last at all. That's proof that conspiracy theories will drop, motherfuckers.
We'll drop one. Drop it hot.
Dude, it was dropped. No conspiracy theory stuck with that. It was a weird thing we saw. There was
no, but it wasn't dropped. That guy came to one of my fucking Q&As that I did with the UFC.
People still believe that?
The guy who made the documentary, I think his name's Jose Escamilla.
Oh, no.
Gentleman. He's a fine gentleman. This is not a bad man at all. But he came to one of the UFC things, and he waited in line to ask me a question, and he yelled it out. The problem that I have the documentaries UFC of okay, dude.
We saw him, dude, 2002.
That Monster Quest show is what fucked him up. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, it was that Monster Quest show. That show that they were doing for the History Channel.
I think
where
we
they were
found
investigating monsters. No, this is what happened. Monster Quest did an experiment. On one side, they used a high-speed camera that does like very high rates of frame rates, and it can film like slow motion shit. So you see like every pixel looks perfect. You know how they do that with those slow-mo cameras? They could film at a very high rate of speed. Really complicated.
And then we saw that they're just flies.
And then next to it was a shitty camera. And the shitty camera couldn't capture it quick enough. So everything got elongated. So the image got blurred and elongated. And it looks like tubes were flying through the sky. Yeah. Well, two cameras side by side captured completely different things. One of them captured super obvious bugs. You could slow them down to slow motion. You could see there were bugs. And then it would literally cross over into the other camera and turn into this tube because it was just moving too quick. So it's an artifact.
Yeah.
That's what's called a...
So that was a conspiracy theory that was hot for about maybe 3 years.
Yeah, there they are. Look.
We were into it. Dude. I remember getting high in the living room watching, going, shit, look, there's fucking aliens flying around everywhere. We thought those were aliens. They were alive. They were
look at these things.
They were invisible snakes, remember?
Yeah, look, we were convinced that there's
Thank God there was no Twitter back then. They would have kept bringing that shit up.
We would have been so... And I wrote this big Instagram post recently about rods, about those Roswell rods.
I read it.
God, they got me. I was convinced. But it was just, I never looked into it. I just watched a documentary, and this guy had the footage. I was like, wow, these things are flying around and we can't see them. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then a show called, if you never saw the Instagram post that I made, there was a guy that made this video, a documentary. I think he made more than one. And it showed that there was these things that looked like tubes that had jellyfish-like wings that were flying through the air, supposedly at speeds undetectable to the human eye. Like they were moving so fast we couldn't see them. And so I was convinced, man. I was really convinced. And then there was a show called Monster Quest, and what they did is they set up two cameras. One camera, which was a very fast, high-speed camera, and the other one, which is a standard video camera. And the standard video camera caught all these rods flying around. And then the exact same images right next to each other with this high-definition, high-speed camera showed actual bugs.